In the last videos, we looked at the first two building blocks of a Runchat workflow, create nodes and agent nodes. In this video, we're going to talk about what happens when you actually run them, how to read what Runchat is doing, and how credits work as you go. You already know how to run a single node. You hit the play button in its toolbar and it does its thing. But most of the time, you'll have a whole chain of nodes working together. You don't want to click play on each one. So when we have multiple nodes, you can select a group of nodes using drag select or shift select, and a toolbar appears at the top. So the play button on the toolbar runs everything you've got selected in the right order. Runchat's smart about it. If one node depends on another node upstream, it'll run the upstream one first automatically, and then the subsequent one. You don't have to think about the sequence. So we'll hit play and see what happens. As your nodes run, keep an eye on their borders. This kind of tells you what's happening. A glowing blue border means the node is running right now. And when it finishes successfully, the node flips over and shows you the result. If something goes wrong, you'll see a red border. We'll come back to that in a minute. And also remember the lock button we saw earlier? When you lock a node, it goes slightly transparent. That's your signal that the node is protected. It won't rerun and its settings can't be changed. Great for when you've got a result you're happy with and don't want to accidentally lose it while you're experimenting with the rest of the workflow. Before you run anything, take a quick look at the play button. It shows an estimated credit cost, a little lightning bolt with a number next to it. It's an estimate, not a promise. So especially for the agent node, it might get you into the right ballpark, so you're not surprised after the fact. But to see how much a run actually costs, especially for the agent node, you should use the info button and open up the info panel. This will tell you the exact cost of a previous run. So this one was estimated at 2, but actually cost 5 credits in inference. It's hard to estimate the cost of running the agent node because it really depends on the prompt that you've input. So when a run is going to cost more than 1,000 credits, we turn the lightning bolt orange. It's a heads up, not a block. We're not stopping you from running it. We just want to make sure you don't accidentally burn through a chunk of your balance on a single click. If you see orange, pause for a second and make sure it's what you really want. Usually it's fine. You know what's coming. And just so you know, your live credit balance is always visible in the bottom left of the editor. If you open your account button, you can see your balance in the account menu. It refreshes about once a minute. So if you've kicked something off that's expensive, give it a moment to catch up. So when something goes wrong, the node's border turns red and an alert icon shows up over the info button. We'll just produce an error by running this nano banana node with an empty prompt. So you'll see that the node's border is turned red and an alert icon has showed up where the info button was. You can click this info button to see the error and it'll try and explain what's gone wrong. In this case, we haven't provided a prompt, and so it's telling us that there was a field that's required. You'll also see error messages here, like if you don't have enough credits to run, it will tell you here that you need to add more, or to check an API key if a request isn't working. You can also copy this error and you could paste it into the chat to ask more about it. And you can always reach us on our Discord if you want to talk more about any errors that you're seeing. So most of the time, the fix is obvious from the message itself, a missing input, a prompt that was empty, or something similar. The info panel is your first stop whenever something isn't behaving the way you would expect. So that's running, and running credits. You know how to run one node or a whole group, how to read what's happening from the colors of the border, and how to check what a run is going to cost you before you commit. Also, what to do when something goes wrong. In the next video, we'll look at the thing that makes Runchat actually powerful, which is connecting nodes together so data flows from one into the next.